be doing a Bohemian Arrow of feather and flower detailing. So I already pre-painted most of the painting, and that's what I have so far. So I don't like how this feather came out, and I don't like how this feather came out, so, and this one. So we're gonna go in a little bit and we're gonna try and re-detail those. Might add a little bit of highlights up in here, but for the most part I like it. And then we're gonna do some flowers up in here and probably make this a little bit more brown. So let's get to it. So the colors I will be using today are Mars Black. These are all from the Liquitex Basics. I have this set, it's 48 pieces. So we will be using that set. And the colors we'll be using are Mars Black, Naples Yellow Hue. We're supposed to use Yellow Ochre, but that didn't come in my set, so we're substituting that. It's about the same color. I can never say this right, so I'm just going to call it Purple. I also cannot say this name, Magenta, Titanium White, Cad Yellow Medium Hue, Cad Red Medium Hue, Phalo Blue, Phalo Green, and Burnt Sienna. And I just have a very beat up palette, but it has been through a lot. So I'll also be using some of these brushes. Probably won't use all of them, but the ones that I do use the most are these two. This is a filbert, and then this is a angled bright. I also have a couple of sea sponges here for any mess ups, so that I keep them damp and you can just kind of wipe off the excess. I always have my mason jar full of water. Love that thing. It's a lot easier than using just cups over and over and over again, so definitely love it. And let's start painting. Okay, so we're gonna mix our Phalo Green and Phtalo Blue to get like kind of a phthalo teal, and I really like this color. It's very deep. So that's the Phalo Green. And then the Phalo Blue. And I'm just going to use my angled bright for this. So you want to always make sure your brushes are a little damp when painting with acrylics, because you don't want it to have kind of that like grainy look. So I'm gonna mix this pretty well. And you don't want it to be too mixed, so you just kind of want to loosely mix it. And now we're going to go in with some of the Mars Black. And we're going to mix that very loosely as well. And you get that very nice, deep blue. You can see that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of titanium white in one of our squares. Just going to put it in that one. And you're going to offload your brush onto the side so that you don't have those clumps. And then you want to do that and get a little smidge of the titanium white, so that you kind of get like this gradient going. And then we're going to go over to the picture and start painting. So the technique for this is you kind of go from the center of the vein and just pull out like that. So we're going to, I hate how this feather came out. So we're going to try and do this again. And you see how there's like that kind of bit of white in it? You do want that. So it gives it some texture. And you see how that one is already looking better. So if you ever need to go back for more, just don't have it like the same of the gradient. And if you ever get any of these like big white strokes, just kind of blend them out, and it'll all look good in the end. And now that I do like how that is starting to form. So now we're gonna go back in with the phthalo teal and the black, and this time instead of doing the white gradient, you're gonna do a black gradient. So you go in with the phthalo teal, and you get specks of black, so that it becomes darker. And then you're gonna want to just follow your hand. Because no feather is perfect. There's no straight lines. That's a feather. So if you like how this one kind of looks, with that one I just literally went like this and then pulled it. This one's a little harder because it's at an angle, but it's quite simple. So now we're going to go back over to my pinks. So this is my favorite part in all of painting, is when you first dip your brush with paint into the water, because it kind of makes like a cool effect. So you want to make sure you clean your brush very thoroughly. Those little flecks are just kind of paint that's dried up on there. So after that, you want to get a paper towel and wipe it off. It doesn't need to be all the way off because we're still going to go in with some highlights. So yeah. So now we're going to go in with a little bit of our phthalo teal and a lot of our white. And add a little bit of our phthalo blue and green, so you get that nice like marbled effect. And then you're going to loosely mix, so it's like that. And then you can add a little bit of white, a little bit of green, a little bit of the blue, and it looks very nice. So we're going to go back over to the painting and do a little bit of highlighting on the arrow. So now we're going to go with that mixture that we had, and we're just going to draw a line down the center, and you're going to have that gradient, and then you're going to pull it. So it gets that nice little highlight thing going on. I'm just going to add a bit more of my white. going to get hold of my Phalo Teal and blend that in. Dampening my brush a little bit so that it spreads a bit easier, and you can already see that it's starting to spread easier. And there you go, and there's a bit of highlight. And I got a little bit of blue up in there and down there. So like I said before, for whoopsies, I'm gonna get a bit of my water just to dampen it. And then kinda just get the tad bit that came off. And there we go. So now we're going to go in with the flowers, and I'm going to take a short break, but I will be back. Okay, so I was just kidding. I'm not going with the flowers yet. On this flower, ooh. Oops. Oh, hold up. See, this is why I always have a wet sponge. When it doesn't work, that's why I have a wet sponge. Okay, so with this feather here, I still don't really like how it came out. Okay then, we're gonna take this gesso, also from Liquitex, and we're gonna do some white dots. So, if you can see, this is more of a runny paint, where it doesn't really come out as, like, this is a lot firmer where it holds its space. And you can look at that, that's a lot more runny. So I'm going to get one of my detailing brushes, which I love. It's a size 3 from Craftsman. It has a nice pointy edge, and with this I'm not going to wet it because I don't want it to lose its form. So we can just go like little dots. So you just want to do a little bit of that on there. Just like that. I don't know if my cameraman can zoom in, but it's only a little bit. And we're just gonna do some dots. See? Ta-da! And just so that we can make sure that that line is very identified, we're just gonna take still a little bit of our white and kind of follow it. Just identify that. Just like that. And if you'd like, take a little bit of the phthalo teal and go. So now, I promise, we are going to the flowers. So here we go.